Hey guys, what's up? My name is Eric and I'm the Techy agent, and today we're taking a look at the new Garmin Forerunner 735 XT. The Garmin 735 XT is one of Garmin's premium triathlon watches, tracking running, cycling, and swimming. It has a built-in optical heart rate sensor for tracking your active and resting heart rate. It also has baked-in all-day health tracking metrics like steps, calories, distance, sleep tracking, and even how many flights of steps you've taken. It also has built-in smart notifications for things like call and text alerts, and you can even set it up to receive incoming email alerts or notifications from apps on your smartphone. Now, battery life is about a week with moderate exercise and GPS use. You'll get up to 14 hours of battery life from constant GPS use, like if you're doing an all-day marathon or triathlon event. Now, if that's not enough battery life, it does have the ability to decrease the GPS sampling or ping rate so that you increase your battery life to as much as 24 hours of constant GPS use. This does use both US and GLONASS satellites, so you should be able to enable GPS tracking in virtually any part of the world. Now, similar to Garmin's other top-end running or triathlete watches, this will track advanced fitness metrics like your VO2 max estimate and your lactate threshold. And Garmin has also partnered with Strava to give your Strava suffer score if that's a metric you care to track. This can also pair with Garmin's Varia Vision heads-up display so you can see all of your relevant data fields in a HUD rather than having to glance at your wrist if you're a serious hardcore triathlete. Now, what makes this watch desirable over something like the, say, Fenix 3 by Garmin is that this is much lighter and much more compact than a beast of a watch like the Fenix 3. So if you're a serious triathlete, you absolutely don't want any unnecessary weight, and the Fenix 3 is actually substantial enough to be a burden for long-distance competition. The 735 XT, on the other hand, is so light that you'll barely notice it's there, and it's actually one of the best-looking Garmin watches that has been released in the recent past. I've gotten more compliments on the looks of this watch over any other Garmin watch that I've ever reviewed. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a triathlete, but I did take this swimming, jogging, and cycling. I also took this with me into the gym for some weightlifting, and I quickly discovered that this is 100% not designed for weightlifting. The heart rate sensor wasn't working right for weightlifting, and it was a total waste of time. So if you need a watch that measures things like calories burned while you're doing any sort of strength training exercise, whether that's CrossFit, weightlifting, or boot camp exercises, this is not your watch. But Garmin does offer some other good products for you that does track those kinds of exercise profiles, and so I'll put a link on the screen to some of those. So again, this doesn't offer like multiple sports and exercise profiles for something like the Garmin Vivo Active series does. This is designed specifically for the triathlete in mind. So if you're into swimming, running, or cycling, I would say that this has been probably the best product I've had the chance to review for those respective sports. And again, I did take this for what's called an open swim, where I didn't dictate the size of the pool. The GPS was able to track my movements even in the pool, and the open swim mode would be great for something like swimming in a lake or a pond or a body of water with an unknown dimension. And this tracks all of the relevant swimming metrics, including your pace, the number of strokes per minute, etc., all of those things. And now, even though the heart rate sensor isn't designed for use in the water, the built-in optical heart rate sensor is not designed for anything other than really running and cycling. This is compatible with Garmin's triathlon heart rate sensor strap that you wear on your chest that is waterproof, and it can track your heart rate while swimming. So this does offer that compatibility. Now, as far as running, again, it tracks all of the relevant metrics. So your pace, your heart rate, your lap pace, your distance, your cadence, all of those important and relevant metrics. And if you have, you also have the ability to customize the fields that you see on the watch face while you run to suit what you want to see and in the order you want to see it. So for both running and cycling, the data felt a little bit more accurate and detailed than my Garmin Vivo Active HR, which has been my go-to fitness tracker here for a couple of months. The heart rate data seemed a little bit more dialed in on the 735. And then, of course, you get the additional running and cycling metrics that you won't get with the Vivo Active HR. So the heart rate data, the distance, all of the sensors seemed to work and work well, giving me very accurate and detailed perspectives of all of my exercise. Now, the color screen is not touchscreen, but that's by design. So during a run, swim, or bike ride, you don't want to accidentally touch the screen and pause or end your fitness tracking. And so the watch is designed to require you to use buttons to navigate the interface, but it was very user-friendly. I was able to navigate and do whatever I wanted to do without taking the time to look at the instructions or read the manual, so it's very user-friendly. Now, like many Garmin products, the design and build quality is top-notch. It's built out of high-quality plastics and rubber, scratch, and impact-resistant materials. So it's tough, it's durable. I never once had to worry about damaging it while I was using it. The GPS is responsive and fast. Garmin's new GPS chipsets absolutely blow away the competition. So overall, I really cannot think of a more suitable watch for those of you that are specifically triathletes or into running, swimming, or cycling. And it's actually got a lot more features than I have time to go over in this review. So I'll provide a link in the description where you can go and take a look at this watch and maybe even order this for the best price possible from Clever Training. Clever Training offers better service and has a substantially better return policy than Amazon.com or Best Buy. So if you're thinking about buying this, check the link in the description. Hey guys, my name is Eric and I'm the Techy Agent. I hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure to hit like and subscribe and check out my other reviews on fitness wearables. We'll catch you next time.